Good evening, everybody. This is Johnny Seville from Acorn Wealth Corp, coming to you from Playa del Carmen, Mexico. And this is your executive summary for stock setups for tomorrow, Friday. Now, let's have a quick look at the market. So the S&P 500 has basically been moving in a downward direction, as we know. The open range was broken yesterday. We obviously closed more than 3 points below open range, and we've continued in a downward movement, closing at the bottom of the range today. Money flow does seem to be turning over, which is, of course, the signal that we want to see. Now, take a look at the high yield bonds. Now, we have been talking about this for a while. Let's go over to my Johnny's template. And you'll be able to see that again, this rising wedge has held. So right now, if we break down through this trend line, that's head and shoulder territory. That is exciting shorting territory. So we'll see what happens in the next few days. But we're approaching that critical support. If we break below it, that means this downward channel has totally failed, or the probability is that it's failed. And of course, if we look at the stocks above or below their 50-day moving average, you're going to see that same story that I've been painting for you, the picture that I've been painting for you for the last 3 weeks, that we have definitely turned in terms of stocks above or below their 50-day moving average. So the shorts have already started to be a place to be looking for and performing. Obviously, I sent out an update on a lot of my positions that were long a couple of days ago, and I'm glad that I got out a lot of those. I mean, they've only dropped, and the shorts are starting to obviously plummet. We had some talking about the shorts. I mean, geez, we had a couple of great ones. NTRI, that was phenomenal. I bought puts on this. I sent you out an alert yesterday during the day that this was reporting earnings. We expected it to be bad. This one just gapped straight down. Look at that one, down 10.5%. I sold those puts this morning at the open. Well, I didn't. I was on a plane, but I set my brokerage account up to say sell this option at 100% profit to double the price what I bought it for, and bing, that was sold for me while I was in the plane. Paid for my plane ticket. So that wasn't too bad. Easy peasy, bacon sneezy. All right. Of course, there was the other ones that also had dropped. We had the other one dropped about 6%. I mean, everything was looking really, really good in terms of these put plays. Of course, the big one today, if you were in on the options on this one, or maybe you took a bit of risk and took the stock. But ECOL, of course, was one of our favorite smart money shorts that we identified as a trade ages ago. Again, we had this beautiful upward channel, one touch, two touch, three touches on resistance, three touches, one touch, two touch, three touches on support. That tells us that we're likely to break down. Of course, this one just plummeted after market today. It's down at $48 is where it's currently trading at after market. So this could certainly be a short-term opportunity to take some profit. But if this one breaks back down below this trend line, that's also going to be another opportunity to take this trade as a secondary possible entry point. So there you go. So now those are the earnings plays, and of course the big movers for today. Let's go back though and have a look at some of the other shorts. SCMP, one of the recent alerts from a couple of days ago. We said if this breaks down below 9.95, again upward channel breaking down, 24 million shares sold. This is also from our inverted upside down fallen angel strategy, which is also, of course, why I really liked it. Those of you joining us to learn the fallen angel strategy, you're going to love this. We just find these all the time. I've got about 16 of these on my watch list right now, waiting for them to break. We'll be talking all about those in class in a week or a week and a half. But yeah, this is a good example of one, and you can see just the not a head and shoulder channel to a fallen angel to a break, and that's just perfect. So again, that should easily hit its first target. It's already down, dropped from 9.95 to 9.65. So you're looking good so far. Info, INFO. As you can see, this one's just broken below its 200-day moving average. That's perfect. And you can see that the money flow has just gone right out the back door. That's perfect. So I can't see anything wrong with that one. Tesla, I bought the puts on this just the other day as per our alert. Again, money flow going out the back door. This isn't something I'm going to hold long term. I mean, Tesla's a big company. I don't like to bet against the big boys. But so I'll be following this with a tight stop. I'll just be looking for it to drop down to around 290 or so, and I'll be done with it. 295, just get out. That's why I bought the option, not a stock position, because I want to limit my risk and I just want to leverage that short-term, quick potential move. If it doesn't happen quick quickly. If it doesn't drop straight down there, basically, I'll just get out of it and move on to something else. Path of least resistance. Um, JD. JD, beautiful. I'm in short this. I took this short a couple of days ago. I mean, you can see it's just broken down below its 200-day moving average as well. That's what you want to see. And again, money flow. Money flow is coming straight out the back door. So, I mean, there's no insiders on this because it's an overseas Chinese-based company, advertising company, I believe. And so there's not a lot of information in terms of the insiders, but this is more of a technical breakdown where the money flow is in our favor. HCN. Nothing wrong with this. You know, it's one of my favorites. It broke down a couple of days ago, and it's just continued to do that. Money flow is still holding below zero. Just all things good. Sugar and spice and all things nice. And IMGN, we can celebrate this one. That was again money flow. You see the same thing here, right? You see the same thing again and again and again and again. You know, it's not rocket science. It's about focusing in. Okay, do we have a pattern? Yes. Is it a high probability pattern? Yes. Is the money flow divergent? Yes. Are the insiders selling? Yes. Is the risk reward good? Yes. Well, take the damn trade. And here you see exactly that. Perfect pattern, upward channel, had touched one, two, three times on support, fourth time maybe almost, and then there's the break, retested, perfect, going straight down and hit its first target yesterday of 507. So if you're in on that, the puts, awesome. Even the stock, awesome. So, nothing wrong with those at all. Of course, the original entry criteria there was $6.11, so that's down. Basically, it's a 20% return on the equity. If you were margined with 2 or 3 times, that's up to 50-60% on the equity if you were using margin. And if you're on the options, you're doing even better. So there you go. Hit the first target. Next target in sight is 417. So I would look at lowering that stop signal now to 577 to lock that in. And of course, if you're in the options, you can cash out your original capital and just let the profits run. Okie dokie. Now, just a quick review on some of these longs. I want to give you a few to watch. Keep an eye on HIBB. This is one of our smart money long setups. If this one starts to break a new high, especially if it breaks above 1440, this may be ready for a bit of a run, at least up to the kind of this 1560 area. So you may get about a $1.20 quick and easy move. Keep your eye on that one. ANTH. Of course, one of my little favorite ones that I hold at the moment. It's pulling back to support, but these are the types of stocks I give a lot of room to move. I'm not over investing in them. I took a third or a half position in this. Obviously, when it first broke out, when we first got into it around 147 or whatever it was, and you can see it's bouncing off that support. It's holding that support, and the money flow hasn't broken below zero. So I'm happy with this. And again, we had good movement on this today, up 8.92%. Cha-ching, looking good. AVT, which I hold, had good earnings today, and I did hold this stock into earnings because I was highly confident because of the fact of the very strong insider buying, and basically what I'm holding in the stock, I was willing to risk. That's the thing. I was willing to lose 30% of my position in this if it dropped. I didn't suspect it would. We actually obviously had a good push up of 4.07%. It's been very resilient in this bear market. It is a bear market, really. If you look at the stocks in the market, and so that's now broken above its 200-day moving average, and if as long as it can break through this gap down around 42.50, should be able to get some steam. Certainly looks good for now. Very bullish close. And then last two, TBI. I don't have this one, unfortunately. I never bought into this one, but this was from the Fallen Angels class. Remember everyone back on, when was it? It was a Friday, so Friday, September 1st, we picked this one in Mastermind, going over the Fallen Angels scan. Look at that, beauty. From $20.50 all the way now up to $24.30. This is what Fallen Angels are all about. This is why I love these damn things. I mean, it's just perfect. It's just this nice little drop, this ski jump. So, yeah, I mean, you can have a couple grand in that. Again, if you had 3,000 bucks in that, you'd utilize on margin, which is what I usually do. I love margin. So that's a $10,000 trade, 20% move. That's 2 grand. So I mean, if you're thinking about the Fallen Angels course and aren't quite joined onto us yet, there's a great example of why you should do it. With $4,000, you would have paid for your entire course right there in that one trade. And then we're finding these all the time. Um, so TBI, and what's the last one? Oh yeah, DIN. Love this one too. This one I hold still. Again, another Fallen Angel. Great move up from $38 now to 48. That's again a $10 move. So these are the kind of things we like. Look at the money flow. Just keeps going up. Looks nothing like the market, and that's exactly what we want it to look like. So there you go. That's it for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be seeing you on the other side of the weekend on Monday night's executive summary. Have a wonderful weekend and a great day trading tomorrow, and we'll see you next week. Take care and happy trading.